Well, that all that ESG shit in the Adam Curtis documentary, they're showing the fall of the Soviet Union and like what happened with. Do you remember when you read the shock doctrine?
Yeah.
He has all the footage. BBC somehow has all the footage of the shock therapy that the U.S. when they tried to roll this out in Russia, it did not go well.
When was it?
Not early 90s.
Okay.
But Yeltsin was their president, and he had. They don't go. Adam Curtis doesn't go into it in the documentary, but he had like hundreds of CIA dudes. This was all CIA, Clinton, Bush,
Like double agents.
yeah,
or?
like Clinton, Bush, crime family, CIA was like advising them on what to do with the economy and how to turn Russia into democracy, and they completely bodied everyone. 1 million people ended up dying over it in the 90s. Yeah,
fuck.
it's crazy. People were starving to death. They had mole people.
Actually?
They had literal mole people. Well, what I wanted to say about the ESG thing is like whenever you hear about this like World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, they constantly keep pushing this thing called stakeholder capitalism.
Yeah, the Pope did that.
In Russia, they called it shareholder capitalism, and they would give out vouchers for people to buy into industries that were approved.
Yeah.
And I was
By
like,
the oligarchs who own them.
well, the oligarchs ended up getting those vouchers off of people because they were starving and they were trading the vouchers for money. But I was like, that's what's going to happen. Like, what the World Economic Forum's doing
Definitely.
is like a shock doctrine for the Western world.
Yes.
Because they're going to be like, because they're even saying it. They're like, yeah, other places don't have it that good. We're going to level it out. You'll own nothing and be happy. You know what I mean? And that's what they're going to do. They're going to like, it's going to be vouchers, green technologies. You can invest in green technologies. Here's your voucher. You have X amount of shares in solar, whatever. And then we'll be so hungry. We'll be like,
they're fucking sunken.
Whatever. Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah. I mean,
they also in the same time that they're doing this, Yeltsin was like, dude, we got to get the Russian confidence back. Meanwhile, they literally have mole people living underground in like old tunnels that were built in the 14th century.
What are they managing?
They're fucking managing potatoes. Sometimes there's no potatoes. Little kids are going into stores crying because there's no fucking milk. People are in lines for food. If you're like one of these,
is this like right after the fall of the Soviet Union?
Yeah,
like that era. Is this like Operation Odessa shit with the submarines?
Yes.
So it's that time.
This is that time.
Holy fuck!
But if you see the real footage of it, like Operation Odessa makes it look sweet.
Nah, it just wasn't.
If you see the real footage of this, it's like the fact that anyone thought or thinks that Russia could be a military threat. Dude, after watching
literally
them in the 90s, like, bro, if that's them in the 90s, first of all, I'm not finished it yet, but I'm waiting for like them to bring in Putin, because I'm watching it where I'm at now in the documentary. They're fighting the Chechens.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right.
What's that movie? Behind Enemy Lines.
Yeah. I'm like,
solid. I'm like, reference Bill.
Putin's got to be rolling up soon. So. Hopefully, like, when you're watching this, you could totally see how a guy like Putin could come in, and if he even just makes it okay, they're gonna love him.
Somewhat normal.
Love him for a lifetime.
That this is what phases me about all this shit, and like people spurging out about fucking Russia. It's like, dude, there's like they got so devastated that they were selling their own fucking submarines, bro.
They were selling, so they were getting paid. Regular factory workers. First of all, I hate to keep going on like this. I know you have a whole list of shit.
No.
But
please.
Like, I've never seen a documentary that displays what I keep trying to describe as workhorse sniz.
Oh, it's all Russian?
Dude, I don't know if guys even have jobs over there. It's just chicks in factories.
Are you serious?
Dude, it's all babes.
Maybe they're fighting the war.
I mean, there's not that much of a war. We're talking like Moscow. So
they also all might be over here doing fucking siding.
Yeah, so it's all chicks in factories, dude. They show girls in a coal mine breaking up coal with a sledgehammer.
Russian chicks are fucking next level.
I know, it's crazy to watch.
They're built like strong.
BBC was over there making wild footage.
Damn,
like it's crazy to see.
Why are they showing all their workhorse sniz? Just to show you the fallout after like the fall of the Soviet Union?
I think maybe they were always in the factories, bro. I have no idea.
Way, dude. Well, maybe because they've been getting like debt. Like,
dude, that's communism. Everyone fucking works. They work for pensions. They need their pensions.
That. Imagine the chicks with the fucking like I said, blue mullets
chicks with
and
jobs.
Shit.
These chicks in the workforce.
But they don't understand. Like these chicks are blue mulleted up.
Adam Curtis is trying to show them.
They won't watch that.
Literally, this one nobody will watch.
Could you imagine, like, the minute one of those hot hipster chicks who like have a fucking I'm ugly haircut?
They fantasize about it.
But dude, when they actually have to walk into the factory floor and you're with the guys.
Yeah, there's no guys. It's all girls.
Well, Maybe if they like, maybe us. I'll go, dude. Oh my god, the things I would do to work with Sniz. I haven't had it. I'm saying like since high school, I've never been able to interact every day with Sniz.
You don't say.
To put it back.
To bring it all home.
Just let me work with some Sniz for a little while, even if it's in some weird gulag.
Yeah.
I won't be pissed.
Yeah, they had people living underground in tunnels that were dug in the 14th century, possibly by maybe the Muscovites, the Tartars.
Who are the fucking Muscovites?
The Tartars,
Who are the Muscovites?
I think they're the people.
The sickest name I've ever heard.
Yeah, dude. Get ready for all the sickest names from the Timothy Snyder class I'm taking. The Khazarians.
Obviously.
The Tartars. They're real, bro.
Obviously.
AKA the Golden Horde.
Yes.
They had gold tents.
Really?
That's why they're called the Golden Horde. It was probably terrifying.
That's what like all the fucking Tartaria hate. Like if you're rolling around like pics with like gold tents and shit, there should be something in a book about you.
That Timothy Snyder dude's got a great book on the Holocaust because he's like, all right, well, most of these dudes got fucking shot, so I'm down. I'm listening to this, and I'm watching his class on the Ukraine, and out of nowhere he just starts talking about like the Tartars. And I'm like, what the fuck? Then he had a
like
whole
a dog.
He had a whole lecture on the Khazarians. I'm like, bro, you guys are teaching this shit at Yale?
And that's at Yale?
Yep.
That's crazy that people pay all that money for Yale and you can just tube it up while painting.
Yeah, I know.